The Mediterranean diet, your heart's best friend. Your heart's best friend. What if there was a way to protect the heart, not with complicated medications, but with delicious food one can truly enjoy? Today, on the U.S. Health Guide, the focus shifts to the Mediterranean diet, a true ally for cardiovascular well-being. This eating pattern has consistently earned recognition as a top-ranked diet for overall health and ease of adoption by reputable sources. Its esteemed reputation stems from decades of scientific validation, positioning it not merely as a temporary dietary trend, but as a sustainable, enjoyable, and scientifically proven lifestyle choice that offers profound cardiovascular protection and overall well-being. Cardiovascular disease remains a significant health concern in the United States, impacting countless lives. Understanding effective preventative strategies is therefore paramount. The Mediterranean diet emerges as a powerful tool in this regard. By presenting this dietary approach as a friend to the heart, the aim is to foster a sense of support and partnership rather than a restrictive regimen. This creates an immediate connection with the audience, making the topic more relatable and less intimidating before delving into the scientific details. This initial framing helps establish trust and encourages a receptive mindset, empowering individuals rather than simply lecturing them. It is important to clarify from the outset that the Mediterranean diet is not designed solely for weight loss, though that can be a positive outcome. Instead, it represents a holistic approach to long-term health. This broader perspective is crucial because it attracts a wider audience interested in overall well-being, chronic disease prevention, and even emerging benefits like brain health, which will be explored later in this discussion. By proactively addressing this common misconception, the report sets appropriate expectations and promotes the adoption of a truly sustainable lifestyle change, shifting the focus from short-term fixes to enduring health improvements. The Mediterranean diet unpacked: what to eat for a healthy heart. The cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet is an abundance of plant-based foods, emphasizing that meals are built around these rather than meat. Individuals are encouraged to consume a wide variety of fresh or frozen vegetables daily, aiming for 4 or more servings. This includes leafy greens, vibrant tomatoes, crisp bell peppers, nutrient-rich broccoli, carrots, eggplant, and even starchy vegetables like potatoes. Alongside vegetables, daily fruit intake is recommended, with a target of 2-3 servings, featuring options like apples, berries, citrus fruits, and melons. A fundamental shift involves embracing whole grains. Viewers are advised to switch to whole grain bread, pasta, and cereals, and to explore diverse whole grains such as bulgur, barley, farro, quinoa, and brown rice, aiming for at least 3 ounces daily for a 2,000-calorie diet. Legumes, beans, nuts, and seeds are presented as vital plant-based protein sources and healthy fats. Specific examples include chickpeas, lentils, various beans like pinto and black beans, walnuts, almonds, and sunflower seeds. The recommendation is to aim for 4 servings of raw, unsalted nuts per week. To naturally enhance flavor and reduce the need for added salt, which is beneficial for blood pressure management, the liberal use of herbs and spices such as oregano, basil, thyme, cumin, and cinnamon is encouraged. The true power of the Mediterranean diet lies not just in its individual components, but in the synergistic effect of its diverse plant-based foundation. This comprehensive array of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds provides a rich tapestry of polyphenols, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds. This collective action offers broad protection against oxidative stress and inflammation, which are fundamental drivers of numerous chronic diseases, including cardiovascular issues. The diet exemplifies a whole is greater than the sum of its parts philosophy, acting as a powerful, multifaceted intervention for overall health. Extra virgin olive oil holds a prominent position as the primary source of fat in this diet, celebrated for its richness in unsaturated fats. Its benefits extend beyond simply being a fat source. Oleic acid, a key component, helps promote good HDL cholesterol levels, while the polyphenols present in high-quality olive oil offer significant antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects and support healthy glucose regulation. Practical advice includes replacing saturated fats like butter with olive, canola, or sunflower oils in cooking and at the table. Other healthy fat sources, such as avocados, also contribute to the diet's beneficial fat profile. A key strategy for adopting this eating pattern involves strategic substitution, replacing less healthy options with healthier ones, such as swapping butter for olive oil or red meat for fish or beans. Makes the transition smoother and more sustainable. This approach minimizes feelings of deprivation and restriction, making the diet appear more flexible and encouraging long-term adherence by framing it as a lifestyle rather than a temporary diet. Fish and seafood are recommended 2 to 3 times a week. The diet particularly emphasizes fatty fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as salmon, mackerel, herring, sardines, and tuna, recognizing their crucial role in heart health and their potential to lower the risk of stroke and heart failure. Lean fish like cod and shellfish, such as shrimp, are also valuable inclusions. Dairy products are included in moderation, with a preference for fermented options like low-fat Greek or plain yogurt and low-fat cottage cheese. Cheese consumption is advised to be limited to small portions, and higher-fat dairy products should be reduced. Eggs are also part of the diet in moderate amounts. Poultry, such as chicken, is consumed in moderate quantities, typically on a weekly basis. Conversely, certain foods are limited or avoided. Red meat should be consumed only occasionally, and processed meats are advised to be limited or entirely avoided. Individuals are encouraged to replace these with fish, poultry, or plant-based proteins like beans. Foods with added sugar and refined carbohydrates such as white rice and products made with white flour should also be limited, with fresh fruit serving as the primary dessert. It is explicitly stated that ultra-processed foods have no place in the Mediterranean diet. Beyond food choices, the Mediterranean lifestyle encompasses broader elements. Sharing meals with family and friends and engaging in regular physical activity are integral components. This holistic perspective underscores that the Mediterranean diet is not solely about what is consumed, but also about how one lives. The social aspect can contribute to reduced stress and improved mental well-being, which indirectly supports cardiovascular health, while physical activity directly impacts heart health. By integrating these elements, the diet conveys that optimal health outcomes are achieved through a comprehensive approach, emphasizing that true well-being extends beyond mere food choices. Regarding alcohol, moderate wine consumption, if one already drinks, can be part of the lifestyle, but water should remain the primary beverage. The American Heart Association advises limiting or avoiding alcohol and consulting a healthcare provider for personalized guidance. Beyond the plate, the science of heart protection. The profound benefits of the Mediterranean diet for heart health are rooted in its underlying mechanisms, primarily its powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. The diet's rich composition, particularly its unsaturated fats from olive oil, diverse polyphenols found in plant foods, and abundant fiber, work synergistically to combat oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. These cellular processes are major contributors to the development and progression of cardiovascular disease. Understanding these physiological pathways provides a deeper comprehension of how food choices impact health at a cellular and systemic level, making the information more credible and actionable. This explanation of the why behind the what empowers individuals with knowledge beyond simple dietary recommendations. The diet offers several specific cardiovascular benefits. It effectively lowers bad, low-density lipoprotein, LDL cholesterol, and triglyceride levels, while simultaneously raising good, high-density lipoprotein, HDL cholesterol, thereby significantly enhancing overall lipid profiles. Furthermore, its positive impact on maintaining healthy blood pressure levels is crucial for preventing heart disease and stroke. The diet also plays a vital role in regulating blood glucose levels, which is essential for preventing and managing type 2 diabetes, a condition closely linked to heart health. Additionally, it supports healthy weight loss and improves body composition, particularly by reducing visceral fat, a significant driver of metabolic syndrome and cardiovascular risk. These improvements in metabolic health create a cascading, protective effect across multiple organ systems and disease categories, illustrating the interconnectedness of health and demonstrating that a single, holistic dietary pattern can offer broad-spectrum disease prevention. The Mediterranean diet is one of the most extensively studied dietary patterns globally, with decades of robust research supporting its benefits. The evidence stems from numerous studies, including large population-based epidemiological studies and, crucially, high-quality randomized controlled trials, RCTs, and comprehensive meta-analyses. This emphasis on different types of studies, particularly RCTs and meta-analyses, highlights the strong scientific authority behind the diet. It assures the audience that the dietary advice is based on rigorous, long-term scientific investigation, not fleeting trends. Groundbreaking research, such as the Lion Diet Heart Study, demonstrated a remarkable 70 to 73% reduction in all-cause and coronary heart disease mortality in patients after a first heart attack, with benefits sustained for years. The large Preventative study further showed an approximate 30% relative risk reduction in major cardiovascular events, including heart attack and stroke, in high-risk individuals following the diet. More recent systematic reviews and meta-analyses of RCTs confirm these findings, showing a statistically significant reduction in major adverse cardiovascular events, MACE, myocardial infarction, heart attack, stroke, and cardiovascular-related mortality. Beyond cardiovascular health, the diet offers protective effects against other chronic diseases, including certain types of cancer, Alzheimer's disease, and Parkinson's disease. Notably, recent findings from the American Heart Association link the diet to improved brain health, specifically enhanced white matter integrity and reduced brain shrinkage. This benefit extends even beyond its direct impact on heart health, showcasing the diet's comprehensive protective power. Bringing the Mediterranean to your table. Practical tips for Americans. Adopting the Mediterranean diet is not complicated, overly restrictive, or difficult to follow. Rather, it is flexible, adaptable, and designed for long-term sustainability. A significant advantage for the American audience is that the core ingredients are readily available in most U.S. grocery stores, dispelling the misconception that it is exclusive to specific regions. This approach aims to overcome perceived barriers by providing concrete, actionable tips that are highly adaptable to a U.S. context, making the diet seem less daunting and more achievable. To integrate this eating pattern into daily life, individuals should make fruits and vegetables the stars of every meal, aiming for 2 to 3 servings of fruit and 4 or more servings of vegetables daily. Practical tips include adding a generous portion of vegetables to breakfast scrambles, lunch salads, and dinner entrees, or simply enjoying fruit as a snack or dessert. Embracing whole grains is another key step. A conscious switch to whole grain bread, pasta, and cereals is advised. Individuals are encouraged to explore diverse and flavorful grains like quinoa, bulgur, and farro as alternatives to refined options. Prioritizing healthy fats means using extra virgin olive oil as the primary cooking fat, for dressings, and even for dipping whole grain bread. Simple swaps, such as replacing butter or margarine with olive oil, or using nut and seed spreads on toast or fruit, can make a significant difference. These seemingly small, consistent changes accumulate over time to create a profound positive impact on overall dietary quality and, consequently, heart health, making the journey feel manageable. For weekly meal planning, incorporating fatty fish like salmon, tuna, or sardines into meals at least 2 times per week is strongly recommended, with grilling or baking preferred over frying to maximize health benefits. Dedicating at least 1 meal a week to being entirely vegetarian, built around hearty beans, lentils, and a variety of colorful vegetables helps shift focus away from meat as the central component. When red meat is consumed, the advice is to choose lean cuts, keep portions small, and trim any visible fat before cooking. Thinking of meat as a garnish or flavor enhancer rather than the main course can be helpful. For dairy, opting for low-fat products such as skim or 1% milk and low-fat Greek or plain yogurt is advised. Cheese portions should be limited, treating it as an occasional indulgence. Flavor plays a crucial role in the sustainability of any dietary pattern. The power of herbs like oregano, basil, and thyme, and spices like cumin and cinnamon to dramatically enhance food flavor naturally, thereby reducing the need for excessive salt, is highlighted. The diet is described as celebratory of the good flavors. This focus on making healthy food delicious and appealing addresses a common barrier to healthy eating: the perception that healthy food is bland or unappetizing. For snacks, choosing nuts, seeds, and fresh fruits is encouraged. Flavorful and healthy additions like hummus, marinara sauce, salsa, and vinaigrette dressings can liven up meals. When dining out, practical strategies include skipping fried foods, choosing grilled or baked fish dishes without cream or butter, piling on vegetable sides, opting for whole grains like quinoa or brown rice, and selecting vegetarian choices with limited cheese. Debunking myths, making the Mediterranean diet accessible. Common misconceptions can often deter individuals from adopting healthier eating patterns. This section addresses prevalent myths about the Mediterranean diet, debunking them with clear, evidence-based realities. This proactive myth-busting strategy builds trust and credibility with the audience by demonstrating an understanding of potential reservations and providing clear, evidence-based solutions. One persistent myth is that the Mediterranean diet is too expensive. In reality, it can be quite affordable when approached thoughtfully. It emphasizes budget-friendly staples like beans, lentils, whole grains, seasonal vegetables, and economical protein sources such as canned fish, sardines, tuna. Practical tips to keep costs down include buying produce in season and utilizing versatile frozen vegetables. Another misconception is that the diet is only for people in Mediterranean regions. While inspired by the eating habits of countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea, the diet's principles are universally adaptable. The emphasis is on adopting the core tenets: fresh, whole foods, healthy fats, using ingredients readily available in local grocery stores anywhere in the world, including the US. It is about embracing the lifestyle, not specific geography. Some believe the Mediterranean diet is solely about eating olive oil. While olive oil holds a central and important role, it is just one component of the diet's healthy fat profile. Other crucial healthy fat sources include nuts, seeds, avocados, and fatty fish like salmon and sardines. It is also important to remember that olive oil should be used in moderation and primarily as a substitute for less healthy fats, not as an addition to an already high-fat diet. The idea that it is just another weight loss diet is also a common misunderstanding. The Mediterranean diet is fundamentally a holistic approach to long-term health and overall well-being. While weight loss can certainly be a positive byproduct of eating nutrient-dense, whole foods, the primary focus is on profound benefits for heart health, reduced risk of chronic diseases, and even improved mental well-being. It is about nourishment and sustainable health, not quick fixes. Correcting these misconceptions consistently reinforces the broader lifestyle concept, which is inherently more sustainable and adaptable than temporary, rigid diets. Finally, the myth that the Mediterranean diet is too time-consuming is often a barrier. In reality, many Mediterranean meals are surprisingly simple and quick to prepare, often in under 30 minutes. The emphasis is on fresh, uncomplicated ingredients that do not require elaborate cooking techniques. Practical suggestions like meal prepping key ingredients, such as roasted vegetables or grains, can save time during busy weekdays. Embrace a heart-healthy future. The Mediterranean diet offers profound benefits for heart health, positively impacting cholesterol levels, blood pressure and significantly reducing the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Emerging evidence also highlights its advantages for brain health. This eating pattern is founded on abundant plant foods, the integral role of healthy fats like olive oil, and the moderate inclusion of lean proteins. Embarking on a Mediterranean journey today is an empowering step towards a healthier future. Even small, consistent steps can lead to significant improvements in health. Individuals can begin by adding more vegetables to their meals, swapping butter for olive oil, or trying a new fish recipe this week. The emphasis on enjoyment, flexibility, and the celebration of good food is key to sustainable success. By embracing this proven eating pattern, individuals can envision a future of living a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life. The integration of personal well-being aspirations with strong scientific backing provides a powerful, persuasive message. This dual approach leverages both emotional appeal, a better quality of life, and rational appeal, proven scientific efficacy, making the commitment to the Mediterranean lifestyle more compelling and likely to lead to lasting behavioral change. For more evidence-based health information and practical guidance, individuals are encouraged to like this video, share it with friends and family, and subscribe to the US Health Guide.